Alright, so I saw this article on Archive. It's from a website called Fanfare. It's this woman that wrote an article, in Baldur's Gate, women are powerful and so are their breasts. Revisiting the game, it taught me D&D and finding it more well endowed than I remember. Her entire point, it says it's a 6-minute read. The entire point of it is that Dark Alliance had been remastered for, and come out, like I said, remastered and come out with a new edition of it, new version of it, I guess I should say. And she talks about basically how all the women have these huge breasts, and it's such a blatant thing, you know. She talk about, here's one where she shows a picture of as she speaks, she shakes this way and that, and you get the impression that someone spent a lot of time on this woman's chest during game development. And if you could bring yourself to focus on the words as she leans forward, chest out, to suggest the two of you can help each other out. And she's like, this is the funny part. It's like this is the beginning of the game that forged my love for RPGs, blah blah blah, remastered and all that stuff. As I revisit Baldur's Gate, I can't help but laugh at how much I ignored or failed to notice in exchange for the simple fact that one of the 3 playable character avatars was a woman. It's like you failed to notice because you've been brainwashed now to see sexism and misogyny and racism and homophobia and all that stuff in everything. You've been brainwashed to find that shit in everything, no matter what. If you have a female character in a video game and anything happens to her, negative or wrong, of sexism, misogyny, on and on. And it's the same thing. Excuse me, I'm not feeling too well, but excuse me. But it's the same with like black characters, and if you were to have a trans character, or if you were to have a gay character, if anything happens to them, people are going to start screaming. It's sexism, it's misogyny, it's homophobia, it's racism, it's this, that. And it's just absurd. You want all these characters in there, but you don't want them to go through the same thing that all the other characters go through. It's ridiculous. She's like, and she just keeps mentioning again and again that, I never noticed this stuff when I was first watching. It's, and then she, like I said, she just keeps going on and on. I never noticed this stuff. I don't remember this happening like that. And so on. And it's like, yeah, you could argue, okay, yeah, that's a little bit revealing, quote unquote, I guess, if you're adventuring around and stuff. But is it really that big of a deal? I mean, yeah, you could probably not have your character dressed like that or whatever, but who cares? I mean, is it that big a deal? Is it? Obviously, you said you didn't notice it before. I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It ain't like a huge deal. I think she's making a mountain of a molehill. She wanted to make her whole little article about this shit and everything. And, it's like, for all of its failure, it made an RPG lover, at least one young girl, for all of its failure to understand me as an audience. And it's like, ultimately, I don't quite know how to feel about this game and my history with it. If it had been created today, I would likely be appalled at its treatment of female NPCs. That tells you everything right there. The fact that you would feel differently about it if it was created now. Well, what the hell, And yet here I sit playing through once again on my own and with my partner, smiling from the hours of memories it's given me. It's, yeah, I don't know. It's just people like this. It's like, man, come on, dude. That's just fucking ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. I went another 4 minutes with this video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.